First and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's West. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
On the toss, there goes Wentz. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw, Darnold. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check. He's cracked. Gun!
On second down, here's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Going underneath for Crowell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On third down, that's Logan. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. Sidesteps him at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Crowell with a chance to make a big impact in this Jets backfield. Here's first down. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Faking the give, Darnold. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
4 down.
Darnold on third down. And he's got P. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll go with a big bang. Corral. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to him on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a give to Corral. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Play action. It's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And an update from up in Foxborough. And the Patriots, they've extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
From the 50, it's Darnold. He gets it here to Peak. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing again is Darnold. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. To the air again, Darnold finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
We got 4. Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Again, Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking, being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Rosen off the play action. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Malden. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now Rosen. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Nunez got it complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front.
All right, here we go.
Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set, 3-19.
On first down, Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. Open space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.